What is going on, everybody? Listen, y'all, we have an amazing guest. He literally joined the Done For You AI hedge fund a month ago. And since that month has already made about $15,000, just a couple $100 shy of $15,000 profit. Now, y'all, we got a lot to talk about. I'm going to interview the guests here. Actually, by the way, Virgil, can you, on my Instagram, can you send a request to join my live? I forgot to tell you to do that. Just send a request to join my live on Instagram. But look, y'all, he literally made 15K within his first month with no work on his part at all. The entire hedge fund handled all the work. We're going to talk about that. For everybody who's interested, a lot of y'all been interested in joining. The list is now open back up. We have a few more slots to take on a few more people. He's of a short list of people who all made between about $12,000 and $15,000. So look, y'all, for everybody else who wants to be able to join, start making thousands this week, all you need to do is comment passive wealth on Instagram, specifically on Instagram, on YouTube, LinkedIn. Y'all have to go to the description. Go to the description to see the link to be able to sign up. Again, on Instagram, all y'all need to do is comment passive wealth to be able to get access. Super excited, y'all. Again, y'all, we're interviewing him we're going to talk about what led him to join, because he joined without testimonials. So y'all are literally seeing a testimonial today. He joined without testimonials. We're going to talk about how much money he was expecting to make. Was he expecting to make more than 15K the first month, less? We're going to talk about what he's currently doing. We're going to talk about what it actually looks like, the process. We're going to talk about the actual investment involved, the entire process, top to bottom. For those of y'all that have questions, if you're on Instagram, make sure you post your question in the designated questions section. Oh, also, yeah, let me grab my AirPods for Instagram. I almost forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Almost.
I sent the request too.
Yeah, I see it. I was about to accept it. It was about to be a crazy echo, crazy feedback, crazy feedback. All right. All right, cool. He should be joining momentarily. Hopefully we don't experience any feedback. No, for those of y'all that are on Instagram, yeah, y'all, I lost a lot of weight. I was sick for about a week. Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Hold up. All right. We should be good money now. So also please make sure that you don't have any sound coming out of your computer as well. So make sure your computer is the volume's turned all the way down.
All right.
Oh, all right, cool, y'all. Listen, y'all. For those of y'all that are am I stuck? Am I frozen? Hopefully, I'm not frozen anymore.
Nah,
All
you
right, y'all.
good.
Listen. Yeah, for those of y'all that, yeah, y'all, I lost a lot of weight because I was sick. So obviously, I shaved my beard off too, but I was sick as a dog for about a week, so I lost a lot of weight. Hey, look, y'all, it is what it is. I'm good. I'm healthy. God is good. That's what really matters. But y'all, we are here today to talk to Virgil, for him to tell his story, for us to learn about the money he was able to make, what it looked like. A lot of y'all have been asking about joining the hedge fund. A lot of y'all have been asking about testimonials to hear about what's been happening within the hedge fund. So we are talking about that here today. So again, for those of y'all that have questions on Instagram, make sure you post your questions in the designated question area. For YouTube, LinkedIn, y'all can just post y'all questions in the chat, and we'll get to y'all's questions. So, but first and foremost, we're gonna get to my questions. Now we're gonna reset everything because we kind of got a little disheveled. So for those of y'all that just joined, we are talking to Virgil. He joined the Done For You AI hedge fund roughly a month ago and has made about $15,000 passively. And so no work on his part. And everyone that joined the same week he joined all made between $12,000 and $15,000 within that week. And so, and it's already he's already on pace to make another $15,000 to $20,000 within this next week to week and a half. So things are looking really good. But y'all ain't here to hear from me. Y'all are here to hear from him. So first off, Virgil, thank you so much, man, for taking time out of your Sunday evening to come on here, share your story, bro. Is believe it or not, sometimes people start making money and they don't want to tell people. They want to gatekeep. They be like, "Nah, I'm gonna be low key about this. I ain't trying to tell nobody." So thank you, bro, for coming on here to share your story with everybody.
That's all good. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man. So look, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So what led you? So first off, what led you to feel comfortable enough to invest in the service first and foremost? What led you to feel comfortable enough to invest in the service? It's not a cheap investment up front. So what led you to feel comfortable enough to do that? And also, about how much were you expecting to make within the first month? Did you have a number or a range in mind in your head? And yeah, what and like kind of give me the scope about what you were doing before, what led you to want to join, and then what were your expectations for, at least for your first month? What were your first month expectations?
Well, what got me interested, like to do it first, I was messing with options a little bit here and there, and I did make two option plays, and I got a little bit of money off of it. So I was up like maybe like 10 grand from two option plays. But
Mhm.
when I was messing, like I'm a truck driver, so I can't just be making the option plays and stuff when So I'm busy during the day. So I was up 10 grand in two of my plays, and then I seen a video you first did talking about it where it's hands free. So I said that's an opportunity. I would just have to invest the rest, from the 10 grand I won, and that's how I was just like, I'm just gonna go on a limb and try it. So, but that's how it started. And I was expecting from your first video, I was expecting maybe like a grand or two a month. A week, maybe a grand or two a week. That's what I was expecting, not 15. The more
Yeah.
the better.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And also, let me say this. I gotta say this real quick, so YouTube don't take this video down and my page don't get flagged. Y'all, we are telling Virgil's story. We're not giving financial advice, and we're not giving promises of what will happen for everybody else. The last time I interviewed somebody, YouTube took the video down, and YouTube said that my account will get shut down if I share another story like that. So gotta preface everything. YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever platform this video goes on, this is a testimony of someone else's story. We are not giving financial advice, and we're not giving guarantees or promises. And so gotta put that out there. All right, super cool. So now, all right, that's dope. So you are already familiar with it. Let me know in the chat who all is already involved in options trading. And also, what's the most amount of money y'all have made options trading? I'm curious. What's the most amount of money y'all have made? What's the most amount of money y'all have lost during options trading? I'm very curious to know that. Very curious. All right, so now what I guess what was the moment like, in your mind when basically when you got the news like, hey, you made roughly, for you it was like 14,800 and some change, 15,000,
Yeah.
take when you saw that, like, what did you think? Like, were you like, oh, that's a little bit more than what I was expecting, or were you like,
Oh,
okay, like, all right, I was thinking a little bit more.
most definitely. I was like 15K a month. If we could do that every month, it's good. I
Hey,
was
the
a little
goal
bit
is
excited.
more.
Yeah.
Hey,
I, I was excited.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now, just to kind of give a full scope, a full kind of breakdown for everybody, so it's fully understood. The way that the process works, and I want to explain this first, so that way as we continue on, everybody's fully educated. So the done for you swing trading, it is a one time upfront 15K for access. Right now, there is a special that's going on. Literally, Ty was reiterating for me to share this earlier. Right now, people can get access for the next 24 hours only for 10K. And then, of course, you have to fund your account following that. You have to be able to fund your account. After that, there's not a monthly there's not a monthly set fee. There's only a profit rev share, just like a hedge fund. If anyone's familiar with the hedge fund, there is a rev share solely of the profits. And so it's a 60-40 split for the rev share. So for example, if someone, within a given month, if they make 20K, then that person keeps 60% of that. They keep 60% of the gross. The split is only a 40% of the net. So it's not a 40% gross, it's a 40% net split. So just kind of give some insight when it comes to that, because I know some people are gonna be asking. All right, all right, now. Okay, so I got a few other questions here. You kind of tackled some of these other questions already, just by naturally telling your story. So I'm looking to see like what are some other questions we can see. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this. If you can, um, if you can share your profits and losses, so that way people can see, they can actually see like authentically that we're not just talking, but they can actually see like the P&Ls, so that way
All
y'all
right.
can see like that what the actual numbers looked like, because it wasn't just 14,800 one time. There were like a few different plays that he was in that allowed to be able to make that money. Yeah, Joe I think it's Joe Rava, Joe Sarava says, yeah, people legit don't want to tell anybody. Yeah, when people start winning, yeah, when people start winning. So for those of y'all on Instagram, y'all aren't gonna see him because he's sharing his profits and losses on his phone right now. So he's
I
about to
don't know if y'all
share
can
it
see it.
on YouTube. And all right, so what are those numbers? So we got $5,304, then another 4,992, then $4,615, and then $523. All right, cool,
Yeah,
cool. So
it's
those are the
it's it. You
profits
can
that
see it
we made.
moving. So
Y'all see, he's swiping, so y'all know it's the Weeble platform. So again, y'all know a lot. Some of y'all been following me for a while, so y'all know that everything I do is legit. I'm a God fearing man. Everything I do is legit. Nevertheless, there's always new people that come along, and it is important that sometimes you kind of go above and beyond to show new people like the actual evidence of what it is that you're doing. And so, thank you so much, Virgil, for showing that for the people. Showing that for the
all
people.
good.
All right, good stuff. Now, all right. So you've been investing for a minute because you said you were already doing options trading. I'm
Yeah.
curious. So I'm assuming you probably, maybe not, have been a part of some other type of either trading communities or groups, or you've been a part of some other organizations where it was something meant to help you make money. Whether they were saying, "Hey, you'll make this money passively," or "You'll make this money with very low effort." How would you compare things you've done before in the past that made those promises and those guarantees compared to this? And also, can you tell everybody how much work you had to do in this past month in order
Hmm.
to make that 15K profit? Oh, you smirked during that part.
Well, we'll start with the last one. I didn't have to do anything. Nah, I didn't have to do anything, but I have been with a couple other groups that do investing. It hasn't been no really promises though. They talk about ain't no promises in the stock market, but
Yeah, that's true.
I've been part of a couple different ones.
Yeah, makes sense. So, were those, I guess, like how beneficial were they for you?
It was real beneficial. They teach a lot in it. I learned a lot.
That's good.
So
Mhm.
yeah,
That's wonderful. But those were those weren't like done for you. That was like you learned a lot. It was good for your education. It was good to kind of help you be able to learn how to do some things for yourself, which ended up being beneficial for you, of course, down the line. But that still required you to be active, you to be doing it yourself, all of that good stuff, which of course conflicted with your schedule.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
couldn't do it all the time.
And it makes a lot of sense. You know, a lot of our community don't are not aware of hedge funds or never even think really about hedge funds, whereas other communities, especially like the top earning communities in the world, they like look to hedge funds like heavily, where they make their money and they put a large portion of their money into hedge funds so that way it can make them an extra 20-25%, but usually the hedge funds do not perform that well a year. And unfortunately our community, we're not able to leverage hedge funds, we're not able to leverage done for you, and it's largely because a lot of people don't know this. Let me know in the chat if anybody, like if anybody's familiar with hedge funds like in detail. Let me know in the chat. But a large part of the reason why it's very hard for people who look like us and other communities to get into hedge funds is because the minimum investment amount to get into these other hedge funds is roughly $1 million. And then in order to like the amount they have to be able to fund their account is like really like six figures, sometimes seven figures as well. And so it's one of those things where people say like, yo, you it's like you have to be rich already in order to get more rich. And that's one of the many reasons why the wealthy and the rich keep getting richer. They keep getting wealthier because they already have the money and the capital to put it into those types of vehicles. But y'all, because of the beauty of AI technology and because of like having amazing wise swing traders like David, who David is over the swing trading side of the hedge fund, and because of that, we are able to have like, again, I can't say any guarantees and stuff. I don't want this video to get taken down. But because of that, based on the performances we've seen so far, we're able to outperform a lot of the hedge funds that are out there. And so, by the grace of God, it's been a really beautiful thing to be able to see. And so, yeah, so very excited to be able to do this, y'all. The reason why we launched this is because it's very clear that AI automation is coming to disrupt a lot of industries, coming to disrupt every industry. The CEO of LinkedIn said by 2033, jobs won't exist as we know it. And so we have to start leveraging technology, AI, to make money for us passively. And so, I mean, I know, Virgil, you're a truck driver. What all have you heard about the plans of automation and AI to disrupt and take over the trucking industry and the trucking transportation type of industry?
Uh, Nothing for my job, but I have buddies that drive trucks, and like down south, they start seeing a couple self driving trucks.
Yeah,
Uh, but yeah, that's that long haul stuff. But yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
coming.
Yeah, no, it's definitely coming. Yeah, so I have a friend who owns a trucking company, very, very successful guy. He does at least a few $1 million a month for himself. And I spoke to him like he hosts a pool party every weekend. And it's like all of the influencers at his pool party, all the IG baddies are there. Like every time I'm in the US and I'm in Atlanta, he always having a pool party. It's really great parties. And so last time he was hosting a party that I was there, I was getting ready to leave, and he was like, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going back to South America." And then he said, "Hey, let me talk to you about this tech stuff." And we started talking for a second. And even he said, I said, "Hey," I said, "What do you think about the technology?" And he said, "Man, I cannot wait to get rid of these drivers." He said, "Man," he says, "Bring it on, bring the technology on." And of course, he loves his drivers, he loves his guys, but he was just really more so talking about the bad apples and the people that are always cutting corners and complaining and stuff. He's I'll never get rid of like the guys that I know are like locked in and solid. He's like, but man, it's definitely gonna help me be able to, if somebody's a bad apple, I'm not gonna be as stressed about keeping them on. But yeah, y'all, for those that don't know, y'all could look this up. It's already been approved in several states for self-driving semi trucks to be able to do the deliveries. That's already been approved, and just like he mentioned, some of them are already active in different cities around the U.S. So unfortunately, that industry, Uber driving, Lyft driving, we've all seen the Waymo vehicles, a myriad of different industries. I mean, we've all seen the delivery robots that are out there, and they're only making further advancements. Technology, automation, AI is removing dang near every career in the next few years, and every traditional business is going to be disrupted. And of course, there will definitely still be people that don't have jobs, but those will be the people that like have a deep, profound understanding of the AI, of the technology, of how it works, how it moves. But not everybody's going to be protected and insulated. So that's why I'm super excited to be able to have be a part of something like this, where we're able to make money whether or not we have jobs, be able to make money whether or not our businesses are up and down, whether or not the market is up and down. Because that's a beautiful thing, Virgil. You could speak to that. Like the beautiful thing about options is that no matter where the market is going, you can always make money. Speaking of, can you
Yeah.
explain to people? Can you explain to people why? Because everybody's always like, "Oh, the market's down. The market's down." Can you explain to people how, with the type of trading that we're doing, it doesn't really matter if the market is up or down, we can still make money?
It's just all about figuring out the right plays to make. It's just timing. You know what you're doing. You figure out the right plays. You can make money when the market's down.
Mhm. I'm not sure if you've gotten to speak, like how much you've gotten to talk or communicate with David at all, but based on obviously the performance and based on any of your insights, since again you're knowledgeable when it comes to trade, you're knowledgeable and experienced when it comes to trading. So far, what is your opinion of David, who is the manager of the swing trading? Like, what's your opinion on him and on his knowledge and on some of the moves that he's been making?
I haven't spoke to him personally. That's how passive it is. I haven't spoke to him, but from what I've seen, it look like he know what he's doing.
Yeah, it's good look. Good look. All right, y'all. So we about to get ready for some of y'all questions. I'm gonna look over here because I know I have several other questions. We about to get ready to get to some of y'all's questions. Let me check out a few of these comments. Tango says all those industries are dying. Yeah, yeah, all of them across the board. Even here in South America, y'all know I'm in the Dominican Republic. When I go to the Zaras and the other stores here, they don't have a lot of people. They have zero people working the registers because
Mhm.
you put your clothes inside of a essentially a box. You put all your items in the box, and it knows in real time. It knows everything that you put inside of the box, and then and then all you have to do is pay right there with no person needing to stand there. So it's
Mm.
like zero lines because they have so many of those machines. And so like just everywhere we're looking, like they're needing fewer and fewer people, fewer and fewer humans to do these jobs and tasks. So look, y'all, whatever it is you're gonna do, you gotta be thinking forward about what am I gonna be investing? If you have a lot of time, what am I gonna be investing my time into? Or if you have a little bit of money, what am I gonna be investing this money into? And so again, y'all, because I know people are constantly joining and leaving, joining and leaving. I'm going to kind of reset everybody so everybody knows what we're here for. So we're talking to Virgil. He just talked a little bit about his experience within the AI hedge fund community, where he joined roughly a month ago. Was able to make a profit of 15,000, short of $15,000, 14,800 and some change, basically fifteen
Yeah.
thousand dollars. We talked about that. He also talked about how it's been completely passive. He's had to do zero work, literally just kind of tapping in if he has a quick question or something, with his he has a dedicated, every single member has a dedicated account success manager that's there to help them if they need something, or if they have a quick question, or if something needs to get done on their behalf. And so the way that the breakdown goes, there's the swing trading side, and then there's the day trading side. The swing trading right now for the next 24 hours. Right now for the next 24 hours is a 10K to be able to join. And then of course after that you have to fund your account. You have to be able to fund your account up to $20,000. Or if you want to be in a slightly lower tier where you'll still be making big profits, it just won't be as much as what someone like Virgil is making and will be making, then you can fund your account at least up to 15,000. Now that's your money, that's your account. But for those that don't understand how trading works, you can't make money with no money. Like, you have to have money in the account in order for the trading manager, in order for, I mean, just essentially in order for you to have money for the trades to even happen, for you to make money. And so for example, the 20K that Virgil had in his account, that was what we were able to leverage to produce that roughly $15,000 for him within that month. And right now he's on pace to make another $15,000 to $20,000 sometime between this week and next week, is what it's tracking, what it's looking like so far. So in order to join the swing trading for the Done For You AI hedge fund, it is 15K. In order to join that, it's a one-time 15K, and then after that, it is a profit share split, a 40-60 split. You keep 60%, 40% goes to the hedge fund. In the event that there is a month where there's no profit, which that hasn't been the case, but in the event that there's a month that there is no profit, then there is no rev share split. So there's no risk involved on you in that sense. There also is the day trading. The day trading, the profits are not as high with the day trading. But for those that need to start off with something a little bit less, the day trading is 7,500 in order to join, and you only need a few $1,000s to fund your account to do the day trading. But again, the downside with the day trading is that you're not going to be making as much money as with the swing trading. So, just truth be told, we want everyone to do the swing trading, but for those that need to start off with something a little bit less, then the day trading is there for you as well if you want to start off with that. So everybody that's on Instagram, if you want to start off with the exact same one that Virgil started off with the swing trading, all you need to do is comment passive wealth, whether you want to start with the swing trading like Virgil, or if you want to do the day trading, or if you want to see more testimonial videos, same thing, comment passive wealth, and you'll also receive an option to watch some other testimonials from people that are a part of the day trading side. So Virgil is our first swing trading testimonial. We have several others lined up from other people that have made $10,000+ their first month within the swing trading. So Virgil, just for clarity, y'all, Virgil is not an anomaly. This is not one of those things. This ain't one of those things where everybody else in the swing trading lost money, and we were like, who made money? This one guy did. Everybody made money in the swing trade.
Yeah.
But let me clarify with that. And so so let me clarify with that. Y'all know people do stuff like that. People be a part of stuff where it go bad for everybody, and they be like, let's find like one or two people it didn't go bad for and interview them. You about to say something, Virtual?
Nah, nah, nah.
You look like you had something to say, like you can relate, like you see
Nah.
some stuff like that.
I seen it, yeah.
That's hilarious. For those of y'all on YouTube and LinkedIn, all y'all need to do is go to the description down below to be able to sign up and join. Uh, so someone said, "What's the average for day trading?" So the difference with day trading and swing trading, with day trading, there are some days where there are losses. So for example, with day trading, with the day trading manager, we just got a new day trading manager, a big upgrade for us. So for example, Wednesday was our new day trading manager's first day leading the day trading. the trades that were implemented on Wednesday ended up causing a $200 loss on Wednesday. Thursday, the trades that he announced caused a $800 profit, a little give or take $800 profit. And then Friday, it was a profit of roughly $225. So, just giving that example, the swing trading, just by the nature of swing trading, especially because of the way that the trading manager does it, it's set up to where you're gonna make profit. Um, and I can't go into detail or explain how, but it's basically like the trades. There will be times where the trade will be seen as in a loss, but it's swing trading. It's more long term. It's not something where you're trying to get the money the next day or the next couple of days. It's something where you're going to get the money the next week, where we're able to time it and wait until that trade is in a profit and not a loss. So it's much more secure. Swing trading is just much more secure. It's less volatile, less risky, and honestly, because of that, it's easier on our software. It's easier on our technology when it comes to making those predictions. And of course, having a master trader like David is just it's butter. It is amazing, amazing. All right. Someone says, is a set reminder, or excuse me, is a set amount what people make, or does it go off how much people put down? So it goes off of which tier group you're in. So for example, so it goes off of which tier group you're in, and it also goes off of when you joined. So for example, like I mentioned, Virgil made $14,800. There was someone that joined about 2 days after Virgil, but they made about $2,000 less than Virgil did. They were a part of the exact same plays. It's just they missed. They joined one of the plays later because they joined later. So this definitely is one of those things where the sooner you join, the more money you make, and then of course the later you wait, the less money you make. And of course you'll still make money, and eventually you'll kind of catch up and have those same types of wins and gains. But in terms of like the time you start, that will determine the opportunity that you have. Is really what I should say. And Oh yeah, and also the other factor at play is which tier that you're in. So right now we have two different tiers. We have it to where you have to have your account funded at minimum 15,000. Virgil is in the tier where his account is funded at 20,000, so he's getting bigger money. If your account is funded just at 15,000, you'll still make money. It'll be good. It ain't gonna be the people that's accounts are funded 20,000. The next tier is for people that have their accounts funded $50,000. Y'all could imagine what that looks like. Again, the people who all joined the same week that Virgil joined, they all made between $12,400 up to $15,000 within roughly a month. Imagine the people whose accounts will be at $50,000. And so currently a few members, what they're doing is they're allowing their accounts to grow. And so they're taking some of their profits out, but they're leaving some of the profits in so their account can grow. So that way it can get up to that $50,000. And so hopefully that answers your question. Yeah. But for everybody who's in the same essentially, tier, everybody that has their accounts funded at 20,000, they will all be making roughly the same relative to when they joined. Yeah, really great question. Great question, King Seven. All right, cool, cool. Oh yeah, great question, Christopher Middleton. So out of the 15K made, how much did he get to keep? So it's a 40-60 split. So for him, it was 60% of. So the way that it works is that after your profits, you are invoiced for 40% net of your profits.
It was
So
around almost like 9,000. The invoice, it was around like 9,000.
did you end up making some additional profits?
Mm, no, that's what it. That's what was my take home. from it. I think,
Well, that was your
if I'm not
that was your that was your take home. Okay, okay, okay. That makes more sense. When you said the invoice was 9,000, I'm like, that sounds invoice.
I messed up then. Yeah, nah. It was
I
invoiced for
was
like
like,
six, around six.
I was gonna say, hold up, Playboy.
Oh
Who,
no,
who sent
no,
you that? I was gonna say, who's
that was my mistake then. That was my mistake.
no,
Nah,
no, you good. I was gonna tell you, I was gonna be like, look, if you ain't paid that yet, don't pay it. I was gonna be like, bro, let's look into that to make sure.
nah.
Like, yo, somebody
The
messed up.
take home was around 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, somebody said, Cyrus, you cut your beard. Yeah, y'all, it's time for a switch up. Time for a switch up. What's going on, Mario? See Mario pop in for a second, but to bless the live real quick. All right, y'all looking for a few more questions. Mario, do you have any questions, bro? I'm interviewing Virgil. If you missed the rest of it, Virgil, he is one of the swing trading members who joined within the swing trading roughly a month ago. Made about $15,000, and so he's got done kind of talking, telling his story a little bit, inviting a few other people to join. Now, listen, y'all, we have space for 5 people to be able to join. Last time when we did the interview, we only had enough slots for 3 people to join. We were able to squeeze in a fourth person, but it was only later on that week when we realized that we had miscalculated and we had room for one more person. And so now we've done the calculations. We can take on 5 people. Again, only for the next 24 hours you can join the swing trading for just literally 10K. Or if you want to do some type of split payment or something like that, there's an option for that too. But only for the next 24 hours. Virgil and other members, they invested more. So understand this is a huge opportunity for y'all. Huge opportunity only because we had like a major sponsor who literally was like, hey, what would it take for people to be able to join at this much? Okay, cool. We want to go ahead and do this to be able to bless the people. So shouts out to that person who believes in what we're doing. They see what's being done, and they want to be able to help other people out when it comes to that. So definitely take advantage of this, y'all. All right, I'm looking at some of the other questions in the chat. All right, so someone says if you start off with the AI day trading with 7,500, can you upgrade to the swing trading eventually without needing to pay the full? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can do that. Yeah, there's actually a lot of day traders have done that. Between between the announcement, I ain't gonna lie, the day traders when they saw how much the swing traders made between Wednesday of last week and today, probably about 8 or 9 day traders have upgraded. They like, oh no, I want to be on that side. I want to be on that side. So yeah, so you can definitely start off with day trading and upgrade because that's something many of them are already doing. All right, got some questions on Instagram. All right, from Ladybug Love says, for the 40% split, does it come out automatically or do you pay it manually? No, you pay it manually. Invoice is sent to you. So currently, right now, an invoice is sent. Eventually, it'll be set up to where it'll automatically be debited, possibly. But right now, no. So if anybody who joins right now, it'll be the same way it was for Virgil and the other members where an invoice is sent to you and then you pay it.
Yeah.
All right, you got another question. How do we apply for the funding without the credit fix? Okay, great question. And I'm happy this person brought it up. Now, for everybody who's here tuning in and you're like, man, I want to be a part of that. I want to be able to make, that kind of money passively, but I don't have, 7,500 to join the day trading. I don't have 10K, 15K to join the swing trading side. What do I do? Literally there is funding through Ty's business. Ty is one of the founders of this service that we're talking about, and he has funding where he's able to get you funding anywhere between about 50 to $150,000, of course, based on your FICO score across all 3 bureaus. Now he also has a done for you AI credit repair service as well. For those of you that need the funding, and I'm actually doing the credit repair right now myself, just so I can get the funding, just so I could put about 100. I'm funding my account 100 to $150,000, so that way I could. I'm trying to. I want my months. I'm trying to have $100,000 months with this trading, Virgil. I'm not playing, bro.
Uh,
I am not playing. So I'm literally only getting funding just so I could take all that money and put it into this.
and why not?
I'm like, man, let's
That's
go.
smart.
Let's go. Let's go for real. Anyway, for those of y'all that want the funding, all you need to do is, if you're on Instagram, comment AI funding. If you qualify, you need to have roughly a 700 credit score. You have to have, y'all know your stuff got to be clean. It's got to be clean, pristine. If it's not clean and pristine, then instead, I'm trying to think. I think all you need to do is comment AI credit. No, no, I don't have a trigger for that. If you don't have that, then just DM me, like just message me, and no. This is what you do. This is what you do. Comment AI wealth, and you'll receive a link. So for those of y'all that need AI credit repair, so you qualify, so you can be in position to qualify for the funding, comment AI wealth, two different words, AI wealth. If you're on Instagram, comment this, and then you will receive a message with a link to the website where you can go ahead and sign up. You'll see one of it'll be the elite memberships here. You'll see it on the bottom of the web page, and it'll mention the done for you AI credit repair. That'll set you up to put you in position for the funding. So yeah, for those of y'all that are on YouTube, again, look at all the links in the description down below, and you'll see. I'll give y'all a breakdown. The links in the description below. It's a link for the. It's a link for the to join the swing trading, a link to join the day trading. Yeah, and for the credit, yeah, the credit repair. Yeah. So there's a link in the description. So YouTube, LinkedIn, if y'all go to the description, you'll see it says click for the AI credit repair to get help qualifying for funding. So yeah, so the link is there. And then also is there, it says if you believe you also if you believe you already qualify for funding, click here to apply and make sure you tell them that I referred you for faster service. So yeah, so all of the links are there for y'all on YouTube and LinkedIn. Hey, praise God. Look at me being organized and having stuff together that y'all need. I forgot I put all that there. Oh yeah, and so for those of y'all on Instagram, just comment AI funding if you need funding, or AI wealth if you need the link for the credit repair. If you need the web page, that'll take you to the link for the credit repair. And so the funding, there's no upfront cost for the funding. There just is a brokerage fee after the money is already deposited into your bank account, or after you already have the money. There is a brokerage percentage or brokerage fee. And the credit repair, there is a cost up front. It's full credit sweeping to sweep all negative items off, and then also trade lines are added onto your credit to boost your credit score. So again, these are not my businesses. They are businesses and services that I recommend. I'm literally doing the AI credit repair service right now. It's going really well for me. So yes, I'm drinking the same Kool-Aid I'm telling y'all about. Are we going to answer a few more questions? Are we going to wrap up? Um, uh, I don't know if your name is Jose. No, it's not Jose. Joe says, is day trading just a trial to see if it picks up? Who was a day trading manager? Blah 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 blah. Is day trading just a trial? I'm not sure what you mean by is it just a trial. I'm a little confused by that. All right, shouts out to Ricky. I saw Ricky just joined the community. All right, CEO Williams says, just wanted to verify you can split the 10K payment if you are looking to upgrade from the day trading. Yes. What you will need to do You would just need to book a call with an advisor, and then tell them how you need to split that, and they'll be able to assist you with the link to be able to split that. Now, of course, if you split it, it's going to be more. So it ain't going to be like, oh, I want to split it into two payments of 5K 5K. It's probably going to be like 5,500 something like that, because of course people are going to be incentivized for those that start up front. This is already a discount in and of
Mhm.
itself. So yeah, so just kind of want to at least give you that disclaimer, because people be thinking like, they be like, oh, I'm gonna do 2,500, 2,500, 2,500. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. Uh, NC worker. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. And by the way, I'm not assuming that that's what you meant, CEO Williams. So the little jokey joke, I wasn't cracking on you. I was laughing with you, not at you. All right, Drake says these links are on the YouTube stream. Yes, but if you comment the certain trigger words, you'll receive the link in your DMs. All right, y'all. Look, that's basically it. It's pretty cut and dry. I mean, y'all asked some really great questions to provide some additional insight. Let me make sure I'm not missing out on anything. So yeah, y'all. So I'm gonna give Virgil the floor to give his last piece, but to give a quick snapshot for those of y'all who might have missed it, or those of y'all who maybe didn't click the first time. So Virgil and several others took advantage about a month ago, joining the Done for You AI hedge fund. They joined, invested 15K when they joined, and had some good expectations to make a few $1,000s within the first month. Each of them ended up making between $12,000 to $15,000 within the first month. This next month is expected to be a larger return within the first week to 2 weeks, being matching what they made within the first month. And so, beautiful opportunity here for everybody, including myself, those of us that are in the swing community. So it's completely done for you. So Virgil mentioned earlier, it took zero work on his part. And, he just
No.
found out how much money he made when checked his account. And so that's the way that it's set up entirely. Now, of course, you're able to be more involved if you want to. So if you're one of those people where you're like, okay, I want to ask a couple questions, I want this, I want that, that's totally fine. Every single hedge fund member is assigned their own dedicated account success manager, essentially to be there for white glove treatment, to answer their questions. If they need something, to be kind of their bidding person. If they need something done, if there's an issue that's happening, they have a direct go-to person that's there to be able to knock that stuff out. And so it's a really beautiful thing. And so right now we have another opening. We had a very small opening last month. Now we have another opening for other people to be able to join. Only be able to take on 5 people right now, because of a beautiful, wonderful sponsor, basically a ministry sponsor. Right now we have it discounted to 10K. People to be able to join at $5,000 less than what members joined at before. So with the exact same opportunity. And so you can join at that. You have to fund your account, of course. There's options to fund your account at least at 15K. We recommend for you to do it at the 20,000 that Virgil and the others did it, because that's how you get the bigger money. You'll still get big money, but I mean, bigger money is bigger money. And so,
Hmm.
but again, it's all based on where you're at, what you're capable of being able to do for yourself. And so for those of y'all that can't fund your account at that much, then there is the done for you day trading. The profits, the wins are not as big, but there's still wins, still profits nevertheless. A lot of people start there, and then once they're able to, they upgrade to the swing trading. Uh, yeah, they upgrade to the swing trading, which is what about 8 or 9 members have been doing since the middle of last weekend today. So yeah, y'all. So huge opportunity, literally for the next 24 hours, and then after that, things are gonna go back to where they were. Trying to make sure everything is covered. I mean, that's basically y'all. Y'all can rewatch the rest of it. So Virgil, before we hop off, all right. So before we hop off, I want to give you the floor for anything you want to lead the people with. Obviously, there are people here that are on the fence that are thinking about it, that are like, okay, like okay, it worked for him, it worked for him, and everybody else that joined around that time. Is it going to work for me? And all these things that are swarming and going through their minds. What word of advice would you leave the people with, or give them?
Scare money don't make money. You gotta take a leap of faith somewhere. You could, for the people that's iffy, you could see your account. You have access to your account, so you can see what's going on. It's not like you're in the blind. Don't you know? So it's an opportunity. Don't let it pass. That's it.
100%. 100%. Hey, look, y'all. I love it. Thank you so much, Virgil, again for taking time out of your Sunday evening. Thank you for not being a gatekeeper, for coming on here, sharing your piece, letting people know how it worked out for you, your experience, what's been going on so far. Congratulations again. I know we talked about that a little bit more off the line. Let's pray to the Lord for bigger and better wins. So
Yeah.
let's prayerfully, this month was your least month, and then the rest is up.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Like for real, double that every month. Shit.
Big facts, big facts. All right, look, y'all, love y'all. Again, comment passive wealth for those of y'all that are ready to get started. If you need funding and you already qualify for funding, then instead just comment AI funding for the link for funding, so that we get anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000 in funding to leverage that. If you don't qualify for the funding, comment AI wealth, and then instead you'll get the link for the AI credit repair service for the sweeping and the credit building with the trade lines. For those of y'all on YouTube and LinkedIn, you don't have to got a comment nada. Just go to the description down below and you'll see all the links that are there for you to be able to get started. Aside from that, y'all, love y'all very much. Y'all have a blessed and beautiful evening.
Yeah.
Peace. Deuces.